Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I am Ghada Al-Mujalli. I will be presenting my topic, Designing and Conducting Faculty Development Programs during COVID-19 Pandemic. I'm a simulation educator in the Simulation and Skill Development Center in Princess Noor University, and I will be presenting my experience and our center experience in the faculty development programs. We will discuss the process of designing and conducting faculty development programs, and we will identify special consideration that we took and we noticed that other institutions took when conducting faculty development programs during the COVID-19 pandemic. First, let's talk about the general definition of the faculty development programs. There are a broad range of activities institutions use to renew or assist faculty in their roles. We usually, in faculty development programs, we target several skills in the faculty, such as teaching, research, improving their administration skills, professional development for some faculty in the clinical practice, and career development. There are many types of faculty development programs, such as short faculty development programs, courses, workshops, or seminars. There are long integrated longitudinal faculty development programs, such as fellowships or long courses. Some types of faculty development programs, we include coaching or self-directed initiatives, role modeling, and shadowing of experienced faculty. Of course, during the coronavirus pandemic, there are a lot of initiatives that happened and a lot of changes occurred after the pandemic broke out. In this presentation, I will discuss my experience in our center and a lot of call of action researches that have been calling out faculty development programs and how to improve them and the lesson learned from the pandemic. So what happened to faculty development programs when the pandemic broke out? We noticed a very drastic change in the system of delivering faculty development programs. The main mode of delivery was online faculty development programs that happened all over the world. And even in Saudi Arabia, we experienced it after the quarantine happened. After the quarantine was lifted for some of the specialties, we noticed that some faculty development programs happened on site, but with very critical and severe precautions. So what is the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on delivering faculty development programs? After reviewing the literature and after observing our faculty in the center, we noticed that after conducting faculty development programs on-site, we noticed that the venues prepared for the faculty development programs were very large in scale. So if it's a small lecture, we usually conduct it in very large auditoriums, and we enforce some, let's say, protocols, infection control protocols on those venues. And for skills development, if we are, for example, conducting a course to teach our faculty how to do, for example, CPR, or in this case, as you see in the picture below, airway management, we conduct it in large venues, and we ensure that the supplies used are sanitized after each use, for example, and we ensure the faculty are trained on how to sanitize their equipment. The signage, you notice it in your venues, on your institution and our venues, you notice a lot of signage that enforce wearing masks and ensure focuses on ensuring for social distancing. The online format, we notice a very large scale of usage. So our faculty in our university and a lot of in all over Saudi Arabia, all of them focused on online format. So what happened is, after the quarantine, we were let's say, to combat the pandemic by removing to the online format. What happened is our faculty moved their presentation, their lectures to online. But that happened, we noticed, without support from the institution. There is no hardware that was provided for them, no faculty development programs training for them to ensure that they are capable of using this mode of delivery. We also noticed the effect on a personal level. We noticed that development programs does not take into consideration different groups. This had been pointed out before the pandemic. And during the pandemic, we noticed that if we are forcing our faculty, or we are telling the faculty that they have to use online method of delivering their lectures, we noticed that there is no training or no support provided to them on helping them in how to design their materials or learning materials to target the online mode of delivery. Because as you know, the online method of delivering of faculty development programs or any lecture of any kind, it needs certain types of engagement ensuring, and there is technical support should be provided during those online lectures or courses. We also noticed, and this have been also pointed out by the papers I showed you before, the women academics or the women who have family members who were forced to move to the online curriculum or delivery of teaching. We noticed that they were very busy with managing their family, managing their daughters, and focusing on them and ignoring the faculty development programs, or not ignoring per se, but they were not able to attend faculty development programs during the pandemic. This issue had been raised before and it amplified after the pandemic broke out. On the institutional level, we noticed that there is a gaps in faculty development programming. What we mean by that is the institution usually have their initial goals or their goals on how to improve their faculty. But the faculty have their own goals and their own steps they want to improve in their career. However, the institution do not provide that because their goals are not aligned with the faculty. And this issue had been before COVID-19, and it's been amplified after or during the pandemic. There is also a very heavy focus on institutional input. But if we are giving the faculty development program to the faculty, we are not studying the output of those programs. So we are not seeing if they are, let's say, if they are useful for the faculty. Do they have a lasting effect on the faculty? And as Winston Churchill said, never let a good water crisis go to waste, or a crisis go to waste. So what will happen here is we learned that from the pandemic, we have to reassess the programming of the faculty development program to be catering to personal career development of the faculty. We also need to design and conduct faculty development program that takes into consideration the faculty that are still affected by COVID-19. We also noticed that online method of delivery is good and it helps to connect different areas that are not geographically close. So we can implement a hybrid or online delivering of faculty development programs that need to be designed based on best practice. We need to approach the faculty with a strategic approach to improve them and to serve the institutional goals, and that also based on the best practice. So if you are considering online or hybrid faculty development program, so this is the main reason. Basically, we are conducting faculty development programs. We are looking for a different ways of learning from the pandemic. We noticed that online is possible and hybrid faculty development programs, which mixes on-site training with online. This was an approach that has been done, and it was very useful because what they did is they let a group of learners who are in the institution and mix them with online faculty who are from different institutions. So the on-site and the online people were working together in the same course. And it was effective, actually. So if you are considering doing faculty development programs online, you need to consider the participant engagement. So using chat rooms and using the platform features itself to conduct group activities. Some of the programs that are offering online learning, so for example, let's say Microsoft Team, they have an option that you can make separate rooms for each group. They can work together. And this will give them a feeling that they're working in groups similar to the venues. And also, you should keep in mind that the participants should keep the channel open, cameras and audio. You also need to consider technical support needed for the instructors who are conducting faculty development programs and for the learners. So you need to ensure good network, access to different platforms to use the features, and also to provide the hardwares needed for the faculty development program. So if you are considering the online faculty development program, you need to design it in a way that ensure, but of course, it's based on model instructional design models such as ADDIE, but also you need to help the participant to be continuously engaged. You need to use the chat option. You need to use, for example, the quizzes format, which is like Kahoot, throughout faculty development program to keep the participant engaged. If you are using or planning to use hybrid, which is online and on-site, the technical support aspect and the design of faculty development programs materials are similar in this aspect. But you also need to consider the venue, since we are still going through the pandemic and a lot of places did not lift the infection control protocols. You need to ensure you have a solid infection control protocol placed on site. And you need, for the participant engagement, in addition to the online faculty development program format, which is using the features and the platform features and rooms, you need to keep the open communication with the participants who are attending the online format. So you need to keep them continuously engaged with you. And you also need to make sure that the participants on site are communicating with the faculty who are attending online. So you might call them in the same group work and activity. Those are the references used presentation. If you have any questions, please ask them during the question and answer section. You can reach me via this number or via my email. Thank you so much. Have a good day.